Hey fans, this is Brian. Before we dive into today's hilarious episode, I wanted to let you know real quick, this weekend coming up, August 9th at 2:45 p.m. Eastern, I am doing a live Zoomed stream show for the Long Island Retro Expo. So for those of you that have never been had a chance to see us live, this is kind of a chance to do it. They are going all digital, obviously because of everything going on right now. You can get tickets at liretro.com. That's liretro.com. They're doing an all-digital con called Uplink, and they worked really hard on this. I'm super excited to have some live special guests, and it's going to be really, really fun and exciting. So check it out. If you want to participate, they have a lot of cool stuff the whole weekend, the 8th and the 9th. They're doing tournaments, they're doing panels, they're doing live things you can watch and see and participate in. Should be a really cool event. So check it out. The Long Island Retro Expo presents Uplink. It's like an all-digital con. So get your tickets at liretro.com and enjoy this hilarious episode.
He was a fraud.
Sometimes people live dual lives, I guess.
I guess.
You know, but he had a lot of money, I would imagine.
Oh, God. He was waddling in it.
I'm sure he has to.
The only way to really enjoy it.
Pay attention. Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Yeah, Poopy Square.
The Playable Characters Podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Playable Characters Podcast. I'm Brian McGinnis, your host for today and every day. Doing this for a month by myself, guys. How am I doing? Please keep your opinions to yourself. I'm very sensitive right now during all this. Middle of summer. Summer's almost over now, actually. I just realized, guys, this has been so much fun and hot and gross, and who knows what's going to happen. But thank you for listening to this podcast still. We know you can't go outside, or you shouldn't. You should be wearing a mask. Hope you're wearing a mask while you're listening to this, because we don't want to get anybody sick. But, hey, speaking, we're just going to dive in today because, look, we've had the big names on this podcast, right? We've had Princess Peach. I mean, we've had Kirby. We've had Link. We've had fucking Carmen Sandiego, all right? Today, we have the star of a relatively new game, a huge sweeping hit, the cult classic, the Untitled Goose Game. We have with us the Goose today. How are you, Goose?
Honk. I'm good.
Can you talk? I should have asked you that before.
I took some lessons before Honk came. So if I honk, just know it's a process.
That was perfect. What you just said. That was really nice. Do you have a name, or should I just call you? Because it's Untitled Goose Game. Do you actually have an actual name that I can call you?
Let's just say I get called a lot of names.
You sure do.
But I go by Goose. I go by Goose.
Just plain old Goose, like Top Gun, right?
Yeah.
I got you. I think the biggest question, and I want to get right into it. I don't want to come across as rude, but what's your problem? I think why are you terrorizing these neighborhoods? These people that are just gardening or walking around. The little boy with his glasses. What's your deal with the people in this town? If we can get into it.
Okay, I will tell you a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. One, I'm just one bad goose. Okay, and the lady geese.
I see the tattoo.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard to get those on feathers,
right?
But geese get a bad rap. Nobody likes geese. Nobody wants them in their yard.
Yeah, geese. You know what? In my elementary school growing up, geese would always fraternize on. We had a really big playground, huge, and there would always be tons of geese, and there'd be poop everywhere, and we'd call it geese grease, first of all, which is kind of a fun name. I think that's what it started. People, I think when they're young, geese can hiss, geese can poo, and those two things right there, not a fun combination. So maybe that could be why.
This is true. Geese can. I can't. Have you ever seen me poop?
Oh, I haven't. I know that you bring it up.
Have you seen me hiss?
No.
No.
You honk. That's about it.
I honk. Honk. Yes, I do honk, but sure. I don't get to do any of the things that people hate geese for. So if I can't do that, people are still going to hate. People still going to hate. So I get out there. I do what I have to do. Why not? I'm not going to just be some good goose that gets pushed around.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely do your own thing. Why this name? Why have you been like stealing things in this neighborhood and like terrorizing the shopkeeper? What do you get out of that? I guess like you said, you can't honk or you can't hiss, but what's your deal with these people?
I have always been the type of person. I call myself a person, because I don't like labels.
No, why not?
But I'm the type that likes to finish a to-do list, and I've just got so many.
Yeah.
I mean, they keep coming at me. So
that's an actual to-do list you keep in your pocket that we see on the screen.
And I finish one, I walk around, there's another one, and I cannot let a to-do list go.
Yeah, that's like your thing. Okay. All right. Did these people do something to you, or you just landed in this neighborhood one day and you were like, this looks good. These people look like they deserve it.
Well, I frankly don't like how they look or walk.
Okay, what's wrong?
And they make no noise, and it annoys me.
Yeah, okay.
And I like to watch them look for things. They have nothing to. Have you seen me? They do nothing all day.
Pretty easy life, I guess, if you look at it that way. But yeah.
They're useless people. There's a boy who just plays with a soccer ball. He can barely see it. He has glasses. He doesn't even know when he's switched up he needs more excitement in his life. So I'm here to give it.
Yeah, and it's funny when you chase him into a phone booth. That's always a good time. And he's very, very scared of you. Is it all in good fun though? You're not really trying to hurt anybody. It's all in good fun, I would imagine.
It's fun for me. It's fun.
Sure.
I like to see them in pain. But listen. They all are fine. The guy that falls on his butt when I pull out the chair. Honk, honk. That's funny.
Look, I still do that sometimes to people I know. It's good to see you pulling the old chair out. That's a good time.
Chair.
Yeah.
He's old. Sure. He could have broken a bone or two, but he didn't. And I think that's what we need to focus on.
That's a good point. Yeah. Do you fear for your life? Because, one swift hit with a broom is sure to do some damage, no?
I'm pretty invincible. Nobody's really... come close to hurting me. I think that when they see this goose, waddling up, they know they can't do more than just put up a sign.
Right. No, you can't read signs. Can you read signs? I don't know.
No, but they keep putting them up.
You just think it's actually a sign for you because there's a goose on it, right?
I assume it's a welcome.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, I just realized that's kind of confusing for animals or people like yourself. When they see,
how am I supposed to know what that means? So I just assume it's like goose is here, and they're making the announcement, and then then what do you know? I have a to-do list.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it could be any old thing. Steal a loaf of bread for some reason. Why not? Right.
Why not? My dad, my goose dad, he was known. He was a big deal. He was a big deal.
What did he tell us about your growing up? What was that like?
Well, he used to, you called it what, goose grease? He used to spread the goose grease.
Geese grease, yeah.
Geese grease all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, did he really? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I probably dialed it down a bit. I'm not, pooping, but as I said, I can't. I don't really like to talk about it too much, but I do it my way, and look who actually ended up becoming kind of a famous goose. Because of it.
It's you. There's not many. Like I said, the top gun guy. Are there any other famous geese? I don't know. Oh, Mother Goose. You got Mother Goose.
That's like our Mother Teresa. We don't.
You can't talk about her.
I mean, I can't say anything bad about her, but
is she as good as we think?
Let's just say my dad Goose knew her in some ways that we can't.
We could figure it out, I guess.
We could figure it out.
Is that your mother?
She's not my mother.
Okay. But could have been.
Could have been.
Okay. Very interesting. Wow. Do you have any other siblings or
brothers? I've got a bunch of half goose siblings everywhere.
Yeah. Baby geese are kind of cute. You see them at the lake sometimes. So are adults. I'm sorry, no offense, but so are adult geese.
Yeah. I mean, as you can see, I don't really mix with the other geese.
Yeah. Kind of keep to yourself.
I've always been kind of a loner. The other geese don't really get my thing with the to-do lists. And, I think they're a little scared of me. They also don't understand me.
Right. You're just honking. So, yeah.
Honk, honk. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, it seems like you're kind of stealing things, but it's not like you keep them. Like eventually you just bring them like 10 feet away. They can find them. They're not too stupid, these people. Did your parents teach you to steal? Was that like a thing? Like your brother stole stuff from you? Your sister stole? It was just like, that's just like a thing you like to do. I don't know. Like, where did that urge come from? Do you know?
Well, as I said, I had a lot of half goose siblings and we didn't have a lot to eat. So yeah, we were stealing from each other. It was like goose for yourself, and I was raised to basically take care of myself. So yeah, I stole. I took things. I realized I don't really need like a beer mug or, I don't need to make a picnic on a blanket.
Right. Just
for no one in particular. I'm not even good at setting it up. It's a big mess. But I do it.
Just got to throw it on there.
Yeah. And it kind of just became a thing that I liked doing. If they could figure it out, sometimes they find stuff, they take it back, but they put it back in the same place. And guess what? I just outsmart them.
Yeah. You honk on one side, you run around, you grab it.
Yeah. And also, I don't know if you know this, but I read minds.
Really?
Yeah. I can see bubbles come out of people's heads and I know what you're going to do. So
that's helpful for your line of work.
It really helps me out a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I just wish I could jump.
Right. Me too. Yeah. You can flap the wings, but you can't go anywhere.
No, I could just spread them, which is,
Is that just for like intimidation, I guess?
Yeah, it looks good. And sometimes there's a pretty lady.
Oh. And
I flap my wings. Once there was a table of two ladies and they clapped for me.
Did they? Well, there you go.
Yeah. I did something nice for them. And I feel like that's important. A lot of people look past the good things I do.
Right.
I'm not all bad.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have too much remorse. Like I said, you're not really stealing. You're just kind of moving things around, I guess.
I'm like the Dexter of geese.
Didn't he kill thousands of people?
Yeah, he did. He did.
I don't get the comparison. Yeah.
I'm a goose. I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm trying my best. I just got Netflix for the first time.
Oh, what are you watching? Anything good?
Geez, they all talk so fast. I can't find the subtitles that just with honk on it. So it's hard for me to understand. But I like the the British baking show, all the cooking. I just want to take things when they're not looking. Could you imagine a goose on set? How much fun I would be?
It's a lot of things to steal there. A lot.
Yeah. I've been writing to them, but I don't know, the scratch on the paper, they can.
Yeah. Where's my creme fraiche or something like that? They'd be waddling out of there.
And there's me with it in my mouth. Right away.
Well, I looked up a couple geese facts or goose facts just to. Can we all agree a gaggle is the funniest animal term? Wouldn't you agree? A gaggle of geese.
Yeah. What were you going to say about the gaggle?
I was going to say it's just a funny term. I enjoy it a lot.
Like, why do you think it's so funny though?
I don't know, because it's just a silly word to us humans. It sounds funny in our ears. I don't know what it sounds like to you. Maybe honk, something like that.
It sounds like all the other words. Honk.
Yeah. The gaggle is just like I wonder who thought of that. It seemed like they were just joking around and it stuck. Like they put it in the books.
There's an old wives' tale that goes, when they hear us honking, they think we're laughing. And someone from, I think it was the Boston area, called it a gag. Are they gaggling? And it's giggling.
Okay.
They got the word wrong.
Yeah. Interesting.
So then we became a gaggle of geese, but I guess it's better than what I call humans when they're together.
Which is
a bunch of suckers.
You know what? That's kind of accurate right now. I think that's pretty accurate. Yeah. So I didn't know a female is a goose and a male is a gander.
Is that right?
Yeah. I'm sure you knew, but and babies are gosling. We have a gosling here. His name is Ryan, very famous Gosling. I don't know if you know
Whoa.
him. Yeah,
I have
very-
heard tell. I've been
very-
told I'm a bit of a Ryan Gosling of geese.
yes, very handsome man we have
Yes.
here in this world. Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be fun stealing something from him, wouldn't it? Have you ever stolen anything from a famous person before?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I stole something from like someone who had like a pretty big Twitter.
Yeah.
And but that kind of stuff, it doesn't mean that much to me. But if I did come across Ryan Gosling, I'd steal, a thing or two.
Hell yeah, I'm with you. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his virginity. Is that what you're
Well,
talking about?
I'm sure he's lost that a long time ago.
Pants off.
But not to a goose though. So you definitely steal his goose virginity.
Yes.
I would
Yes.
think.
Yeah. That just means we honk, honk, honk.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, we just poke each other with our beaks and
Oh, nice.
call it a day.
Yeah.
With the wings.
Yeah. Do you ever call it a day? Do you ever finish with these people? Because it seems like they're just like you said, hanging out in the garden, hanging up laundry on the clothesline or something like that, and you feel like you're always not terrorizing, but you're always there
Mhm.
doing stuff to them, and that's just like, do you ever take a nap or leave them alone?
No, I can't stop. I won't stop. I
Yeah.
refuse to stop. But I feel like until they stop, I won't stop.
Stop what? Just living life?
They just keep living life. They're always sweeping up,
Why is that street so dirty? What is she sweeping up all the time?
I haven't seen a piece of dirt on it in years,
Right.
but she's always sweeping up, and that's why I have to break that broom.
Yeah, okay. I hear you. You just grab it with you got a pretty strong beak. Or bill?
I do.
What is it? You have a beak or a bill? It's a bill.
It depends on the time of day. Beak or-
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you do a lot of stuff with that thing. Like you said, no hands. You really trained your bill to be
Yeah.
pretty badass.
You should see what I can do with it.
I have. What else? What else can you do?
I don't know if the show is appropriate.
Oh, go for it. We can say anything here.
Well, let's just say I've had more than one goose at a time.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. But I can lift all kinds of things. I can drag things down the street.
Yeah.
With it. And it's because I trained. I trained I actually was supposed to be a professional goose boxer. It didn't work out.
How does that work with no hands?
We just peck each other.
Oh, wow. That would hurt, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Right.
different.
Yeah. Do you put a glove on your bill or just raw dog?
No, you sharpen them.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, we don't have rules like that. We don't have regulations.
Is it to the death, goose boxing?
It can be. It can be. Yeah, it can be pretty rough. It didn't work out for me because I just kept stealing stuff at the arenas, the goose arenas, and I got, banned.
Yeah. What was your record in goose boxing?
I killed at least 3 geese.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, at least.
At least.
Can't remember. I have a terrible memory.
Could have been dozens. Who knows?
Could be. Could have been.
Oh my God.
It
Wow.
doesn't. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I know the goose box. That's crazy. Are there other professions or sports like in the underground goose world?
Oh, there's goose racing.
Hmm.
There's some pretty intense goose spelling bees, which might surprise you.
It certainly does.
Yeah. I never mess with that stuff, but yeah, it
Okay.
can get pretty crazy. Because a lot of people probably think we don't, we're not heady or, smart.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot of book smart geese, and man, they can spell like honk. They can spell all of the sounds.
Yeah. Pretty easy one. HONK. I got that one. That's a good
I'm
one.
pretty sure it's HANK.
Okay. Whatever. Could be different with the Boston accent it is. I
Right.
think.
Right. Yeah.
What about duck duck goose? Is that a competition for you guys? Or sorry, is that like offensive?
Yeah, we have a pretty bad relationship with the ducks.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, people probably confuse you guys all the time. It probably gets annoying.
It gets
Right.
really annoying because we're a different breed, you
Yeah.
know, and ducks beaks do not, or bills, they don't work like ours do. Right. And also, why 2 ducks, 1 goose? Why not duck? Why not goose, goose, duck? Like, why did they get the 2 front,
It's a good point. It seems like if you're the goose in that game, you're less than. Like, you're like, oh, you're the goose, and you get mad, you chase somebody. Yeah, right. I mean, ducks suck just as much. I mean, ducks are the same as geese.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
It sounded like you were going to. Okay, yeah, but once again, we're being trampled upon,
Yeah, right.
Humans really have an issue with geese, and it's an unfair bias. And they think ducks are cute and fluffy,
Donald Duck, things like that. Howard.
Yeah, what cartoon character do you know that's a goose?
Man, I don't even know. We got Howard the Duck, Donald Duck, Huey, lots of ducks. Darkwing Duck. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. All we get is gaggle.
Yeah.
You sound like a joke.
You finally got your own game, though.
Yeah, I didn't even get a title.
That's true. Yeah, they couldn't even name it. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I guess you guys do get a bad rep. I wish. Hopefully this helps. You know what I mean? Like, this could spread the word. Like, geese and ducks are the same. Not the same, but you know what I mean. Can live in harmony. I hope. Do you want to, or do you want to kill all the ducks?
I've definitely tried to goose box them.
Yeah.
I tried to enter them into that, but I'm open to some mixing. I would be open to it.
Okay. Maybe
but
slowly. Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked, and every time I bring up the duck, duck, goose thing and say, as long as we go goose, goose, duck, then I'm willing to open up some more communication. They shut down. They don't want to do it. So.
And there was always that one asshole kid when he would yell goose, he would smash on the head so hard and run away laughing.
That's right.
Right? There's always that one fucking kid.
It's always that one. The one no one likes. No one likes that kid.
Right. No one likes him.
No one likes that kid.
He's in jail now.
He should be. If he's not, he should be.
He's not a silly goose, I'll tell you that. That's one of my favorite terms. That's a positive term.
Yeah, but why is it gotta be silly? Why can't a goose be like, hey, are you smart as a goose?
Like, it sounds funny. I mean, maybe because I don't know. You probably do, but we haven't seen geese do smart things, I guess. But geese can be silly. Maybe.
How are we silly? First, you're not watching. But 2, what's so silly about a goose? We have to move our heads around, I think people don't like honk sounds funny,
I think that's it. The honking is a funny sound.
The honking sounds a little funny, right? Gaggle sounds like a comedy club in the Poconos. I didn't make those choices though.
I'm doing gaggles this weekend, 8 and 10 o'clock. Right.
You are?
Gaggles, yeah, it does. It sounds like a club.
You're headlining the gaggle?
Yeah, headlining the gaggle. All right. Do you know who the goose who laid the golden eggs? That seems to be a big one.
That really got blown out of proportion.
Oh, it wasn't gold? Tell us about that.
No, it was just a bad stomach flu. And it looked shiny and over the egg. It was just not even a good. It was. Let's just say it wasn't a golden egg. Okay.
More brownish, I guess.
Yes, it was brownish, but it was weird lighting, and people really went with it.
Oh wow, that just ruined my whole childhood almost.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
We're not so silly, are we?
Yeah, I guess I feel bad. Did that goose get some help? Was he okay?
No, he died.
Oh, jeez. That's why there's no more.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. We get those brown eggs sometimes at the Amish market, like the organic brown eggs.
Oh, yeah, this wasn't. I mean, I guess you could call it organic.
Either way, it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah. A poor girl, I guess.
We don't gender.
Okay. Thank God. Okay.
You think we were the ones who are like, you're a goose and you're a gander? No.
Right. That's us. That's us stupid humans.
Yes.
We can't get it right. Yeah.
You can't. Right. Always boxing us in.
Yeah. Let me see. There's a couple. See, again, you got a couple famous geese. Oh, gray goose. The vodka.
Ooh, Grey Goose.
Was that just like some club goose who used to go to the clubs every night? And
Goth. Yeah.
yeah,
The Goth Goose. But like you would go home, right? Take off all the gray makeup, and you would just watch Dancing with the Stars.
Real hey.
He was a fraud.
Sometimes people live dual lives, I guess.
I guess.
You know, but he had a lot of money, I would imagine.
Oh God, he was waddling in it.
I'm sure he has to.
He's the only way to really enjoy it.
Okay. What else do you want to tell? Do you have a message for the people in the town? For our listeners about geese at all? Like, what do you want to let people know? Like your message or anything? Or do you want us to send you to-do lists? I don't know.
I got a ton. Don't worry about it. I got a ton of to-do lists.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
pending, I'm sure. But what I want to be taken more seriously, and I'm not going to stop stealing. I'm not going to stop, pulling chairs or making you wear sun hats when you don't even want to. I'm going to stop getting in your head and making your decisions for you if you stop thinking of us as some goofy joke. I just want to be taken seriously. That's all.
But if you keep stealing, it might be hard for people to be like, okay, let's hear the goose out. You know what I mean? Like,
well, take it as a warning. This game was a warning.
What are you gonna do? What's your plan?
Just keep doing to-do lists until I die.
Gonna sharpen that beak up?
Yeah, I'm gonna sharpen it up and start pecking.
I hope you're safe during that. It seems like you're fun to talk about. Yeah.
I was just gonna say our next series is not so cute.
Wait, like game wise, you mean?
Yeah, it's a darker version
of this. What is it?
It's kind of like the Resident Evil, but with geese.
Oh my God.
Well, this goose right here.
Right, sure.
Sharp beak, just killing people.
Are the people in the town zombies? Or infected?
After I peck them.
Oh, so you infect them?
I infect them.
Are you a zombie goose? Or not just for the game?
Let's just say I've been around a long time.
So you might
How many geese do you know that can do so many to-do lists?
Hardly any.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, that's interesting. Wow. When can we expect the zombie geese?
Well, there's the pandemic kind of got in the way of production, but it's coming. It's coming.
You figured that would help, if anything. Good promotion.
Yeah. Yeah, we're starting to drop some eggs out there for people to whet their appetite. So,
yeah. Wow. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to play that. I mean, I do enjoy your game now, and it is, for lack of a better term, it is a silly game, but in a good way.
Yeah, nice. Listen, I enjoy it.
Sure,
I enjoy it.
You get paid. It was an unexpected success in a way.
Yeah,
that's always nice, right?
Especially without, look what we did without a title. They didn't like any of my suggestions, so they went with Untitled.
What were some of the ones names you wanted to give the game?
Oh, what was one? Humans are assholes. Humans should all die. Look at me now, Dad. Stuff like that.
Look at me now, Dad could be a good name for that one.
Yeah, I thought that one was fun. There's no curse words in it.
Right.
There isn't. Yeah.
What was that last one?
Oh, Mother Goose is a fraud.
Oh, yeah, that would have caught people's attention. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There was an alien game called Destroy All Humans.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said that one's taken, but they also said that's probably not going to work.
Right. It kind of makes sense because we're used to aliens destroying us.
Yeah.
Not cute little geese, not fun little geese,
Oh, I hate when you say that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're a cool goose.
I'm one bad goose. I mean,
sorry.
Yeah.
You are. You're bad in the nicest way, I'll say. And I mean that as a compliment.
Like in a cool way.
In a cool way.
Like very cool.
Like Fonzie.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Like John Travolta.
Yes, in all those movies or real
in
life.
All of them.
I don't know. Yeah. Like Fonzie would punch the jukebox like, dude, you're gonna break it one day. Relax. But people liked it.
That's true. They like a tough goose.
Yeah. Could you drag a jukebox out of a diner?
I'm sure. I could at least push it. I could push it around.
Here's the one thing: if I saw a goose doing in real life, if I saw a goose dragging a garbage can, leaving garbage everywhere, I'd be a little upset at that. What do you have to say for yourself for there?
No, the environment is this what we're doing?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what? Why is there so much garbage in that can? Who put the garbage there to start?
The humans probably.
Exactly. So that's just making a point about you humans are doing wrong.
Oh, so what should we stop having so much garbage?
So much waste. So much waste. Yeah, it's
That
a
is true.
thinker. It's a message.
I hear you. Okay, well, you know what? That makes sense now. Yeah.
Exactly.
You need like a who's that artist who used to go around Banksy? You know like a Banksy, like a
Yeah.
goose to like spread your message and just
Yeah. We've been in touch. We've had some,
nice.
let's say, conversations.
Yeah. Conversations.
Conversations.
Sorry.
Uh,
Yeah, there it is. You've been doing
Yeah.
great so far with
I really am.
your English. Yeah.
Amazing, right? See how
Really.
smart I am? Told you.
I'm very impressed. Wow, this has been so great. I mean, I've learned a ton. I understand a little bit more why you do what you do.
Mhm,
You
mhm,
know,
mhm.
don't get it, but I understand why you do it. I guess.
Well, it's complicated. Lots of layers.
It is definitely is.
Feathery layers. Lots of feathery layers.
Yeah. You want to play a quick game with me before we go?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's
We'll
not too silly, is it?
No, it's not silly. It's serious.
Oh, okay. If it's serious, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah. It's called. There is some killing as well.
Oh,
Yeah, it's called Wed. It's called Wed, Bed, Dead. It's everybody's favorite game show on a podcast. So I'm going to give you 3 video game characters. I'm going to put them on the screen here for you. All you got to do is tell me who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and who you want dead. All right. This first one, always a big hit when she comes up. One of those popular characters ever, Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider. Lara's been on lots of adventures. She's had lots of close encounters with death. She's quite the badass too, as you are.
Thank you.
She's good with a gun, good with a knife, good with a bow and arrow. She can climb anything. She's not scared of much, you know. So she's very tough. We'll do the newer Lara Croft versus the old PlayStation Polygon triangle boobed one. Just so, unless you like that look, I don't know. So that's Lara Croft. And next one, another very popular from the Super Nintendo Genesis era is Earthworm Jim. I don't know if you can see that picture there. Earthworm Jim's a spaceman. He's got some cool guns. He's quite silly, by the way. If you don't know. He can take his head off and throw it at people.
Wow.
That's kind of his move. He uses his head as like a whip and smashes them. He's got some fun guns. He travels through space. He's a good guy. He's actually a good guy, but he's kind of gross because he is an earthworm. So keep that in mind. This next one, another space person. Oh, this is random. This is crazy. From technically, I think it's from the F-Zero series or from Star Fox series. From Super Smash Brothers, Falco Lombardi, who is he's in Smash Bros. All those fun games. He's a big bird. He's a very big blue bird. He's very fast and quick. He's got guns and like laser guns. He's got some karate moves. So maybe you guys can hit it off. You're interested in mixing the species. There you go. That's perfect right there. So we got Lara Croft, Earthworm Jim, and Falco. What are your choices here, Goose?
Okay. I would bed Lara Croft because, well, I wouldn't trust to wed her with all of her weapons. She might try to off me. She seems a little like too earthy. You know what I mean?
Earthy.
Live off the earth. And
well, she is rich, super rich.
What does she eat for Thanksgiving?
She has a butler, so who knows? She lives in a mansion or a manor. Yeah.
I imagine she's a meat eater.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I'd bet her.
Yeah.
Earthworm. Definitely dead.
Ooh, poor Jim. Yeah.
Because I love to eat worms.
Oh, you do. Yeah. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
And I would actually wed the
Falco.
Yeah, I think it would be a very good match, like you said, and we could start an empire.
Oh. And
he's got more of, he's got different powers than I do. So
he does. Yeah. That'd be
imagine an offspring.
That'd be a fun game maybe as well. Good mashup. with Goose
That's
and Falco. Goose and Falco sounds like a good movie.
It does. It sounds like a detect, like we're two cops.
Get Goose and Falco in here now.
Yes.
Damn it, Falco. Where's Goose? Keep her under control. All that stuff,
right.
you know? Yeah.
I love it.
Me too.
That's perfect.
Can you write? If not, let's write the script together.
Okay, I dictate, but yeah, I will do that. I love this. This is great. I'll pitch it to my people.
Put that on your list, your to-do list. Yeah.
On one of my to-do lists.
Yeah.
It's gonna be done.
I like that one. Yeah, that's a good idea. Wow, you got great choices here. So,
Look at that beak.
Right? It's a good beak. Very sharp too. He's like an eagle or a falcon. Yeah. Actually, he's a falcon, I guess.
Look at the intensity in the eyes. He's a falcon. Yeah, that's a good looking
bird.
Yeah, it's a good bird. Good bird right there.
All right, so here's what I'll do here. They all have their pluses and minuses here. Like, wedding Laura, you get rich yourself. You live in a mansion. If you wed Earthworm Jim, you get to fly all through space. Same thing with Falco. He's got a great spaceship. I think here what I'll do, I feel like I usually would bed Laura, but I in this situation I want to wed her. I'm going to marry Lara Croft here.
Really? I had a feeling.
Just because when you live in the city or Queens for so long in these small apartments, it's just like it's time for some space. Yeah. Want to live in the suburbs, get some space, and she's got a manor all to herself, and it's huge, loaded. She's got a lot of money, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna wed her for the riches. I'm sorry. I'm sure she's a great person too, so that's a plus. This is where it gets tricky. But you're correct in saying Falco's a good-looking bird, man.
So good-looking.
So I'm going to bed Falco here, with your permission, if it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, mix the species again. See what's up. See what happens. And I don't know. This is weird. You kind of get that feeling when you pet an animal. It just feels good when you pet a nice fluffy animal, and he seems like he's got some nice plumage on him, some nice feathers. So it might just feel nice afterwards. We'll be cuddling.
You would try to pet me if we were in person. You would
100%
try to touch me, wouldn't you?
100%. Yeah.
Without asking.
I would go in slow. I'd show you my wrist, my hand. Hey, how are you?
Not a dog.
I know. So that's my fault.
Don't feed me pieces of stale bread.
You don't want that.
Okay. If I could just listen, it's not what I want. I want some, higher quality.
Want some fresh hot dog buns or something?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Do you want them in the water all wet or no?
No, I like a dry hot dog bun.
You like a dry dog. All right. And same with you here. I'm gonna have to dead Earthworm Jim. I think in this trio, he's definitely the odd man out.
Too silly.
It would be great to have a spaceship. Hopefully, after me and Falco are done doing it, we can go for a quick ride to space. I think if he lets me, that'd be fun. But that's what we'll do here. So. Bye, Earthworm Jim, unfortunately.
Sorry, Earthworm.
Yeah, what are you going to do? There's a billion Earthworms, right?
Joe, he sounds like he makes sandwiches.
Jim, it's Earthworm Jim, but who cares?
Jim, Joe, whatever.
Same thing to a goose. Right? Goose, thank you so much for joining us today.
Anytime. Really? I do have to go. I've got a ton of things to do.
What's next on your list? What do you want to do?
Oh God, I have to actually. I hate doing these, but I have to set a table. But I'm putting all the stuff on a crate. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Just something you got to do. It's a calling.
Right? It's a calling, and then I have to find a lake to put some glasses in. I don't know.
Okay. Good luck. Hey, if you ever want a company, I'd love to join you someday. Just finding stuff and stealing stuff. Maybe I could be like big. I could distract a human for you. And then you can run off with their glasses or something, or heart medication. Who knows?
All right, I'll let you know.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Thank you. Heart medication. I like where you're going with that.
Right in their pocket,
like that. Like put up the ante a bit on the dude.
Switch out their eye drops with cayenne pepper or something.
Right. Take their wheelchair, something like that.
Yes. See, that's what. Yeah. Why not? The game's silly enough. I like it. You stole a young boy. You saw a young boy's prescription glasses.
That's right.
Why not? Again, Goose, thank you so much. This has been so much fun. And everybody else, thank you for listening. And we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Honk, honk.
Today's playable character was played by Julie Kottakis. Find her on Instagram and Twitter at TheWeirdJulie.